Good morning, Jaguars. It's me, Mr. Krieger, and I am here with my new friend, Charlie. Charlie, let's wave to the camera. And I invited Charlie to be a guest here because he is a new Jaguar. And you just arrived how long ago, Charlie?
A few weeks ago.
Just came in like a couple of weeks ago. What is it that you like about Jefferson already?
That the teachers are nice.
And is there another thing that you like about Jefferson?
That the students are nice too.
That's great to hear. And we were talking off camera. You've got some interest. Charlie's got some interest, just like everybody else out there is doing stuff outside of Jefferson. And he plays a pretty popular sport. What is that sport, Charlie?
Tackle football.
Ooh. Do you make tackles in the tackle football game?
Yes.
And what's the other thing that you like most about your tackle football game? You were telling me that off camera too.
Getting touchdowns.
How many touchdowns did you score last season?
10.
10 touchdowns last season. What was the name of your team?
Wisconsin Badgers.
I love the Wisconsin Badgers. That's one of my favorite teams. Do you have another favorite team?
The Packers.
There you go, Charlie, my friend. Give me 5. That's who we want to be rooting for at Jefferson is the Packers. Right, Mr. Castor? Right, Miss Andreessen? Rooting for the Packers, my friend. Now, you can play tackle football outside of school. Can we play tackle football at Jefferson?
No.
And you just got here and you already knew that rule. We can play football, but tackle football, we want to make sure that everybody is safe. So we won't play tackle football at school.
We could play two-hand touch.
Two-hand touch would be a safe game to play here. So, Charlie, we are so happy that you're joining us here at Jefferson. Is there anything else that you want to share with us before we go?
That if you're new here to Jefferson, then just make a friend that maybe he'll play with you at recess. Yeah,
you. Who was the friend who really helped you out when you came to Jefferson? Ben. And because Ben started to play with you right at recess. I remember you are also saying, how did you feel on that first day?
Nervous.
Very nervous. And how did you feel at the end of the first day?
Not that much nervous.
Yeah, I think it's still nervous, but it was a little easier. And playing with friends at recess kind of helped you out, right?
Yeah.
That's great advice to give. All right, Charlie, you know our drill. We're going to go through some birthdays. Yesterday, on St. Patty's Day, there was 2 birthdays. Jaden Rufus turned 11 in Mrs. Galecki's class, and Jenica Danto turned 5 in Mrs. Lavelle and Mrs. O's class yesterday. Today, there is 1 birthday. Ava is turning 10 in Mrs. Brunker's class. It's a whole week of birthdays in Mrs. Brunker's class. Because also today, Jamison Clark is turning 10. And then on Wednesday this week, Naya Krause is turning 10, all in Mrs. Brunker's class. There's 1 staff birthday today. This week, it is Brad Cagney. He works in our Phi Ed department, comes in a couple of days a week. Some of you may know Mr. Cagney. I'm looking at our calendar, and it looks like there is a PTA meeting on Tuesday night. K1 and 2-3, that's you, Charlie. You have your author visits that are coming this Wednesday in the morning. Check the calendars for that. There is a special ed meeting and a staff meeting on Thursday. And Charlie, have you ever been part of a Jefferson Rec Night?
No.
He has not been part of a Jefferson Rec Night, but you may have an opportunity because one is coming up this Friday from 6 to 8. Okay. And I also wanted to remind everyone that we are still doing our Coins for Clean Water. You've seen the big water jugs in your classroom, trying to get those as full as possible, because we are trying to help out our friends at Caesar Bontwana in South Africa who are looking to put in a well that would support all of their families and be such a big help. And we're going to keep doing that for a couple more weeks, so keep finding that change and dropping it in those water jugs that are in your classroom. Okay, I think we have to say, well, before we say the creed, what was the advice you gave?
That make a new friend if you're new here. Maybe he'll play with you at recess.
Try to make a new friend, and maybe they'll play with you at recess. And Jaguars, you know you've always have new students who are going to be coming into your class, and we know how much it helped Charlie out, and we want to try to help all of our new friends who come to Jefferson. So great advice, Charlie. You're helping out us too. Are we ready to say the creed?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go, Jaguars. Ready?
Yeah.
I am a unique and important student at Jefferson Elementary. I believe in myself and my ability to work with others, persevere, learn, and keep others safe. I am a Jefferson Jaguar, and I am ready to succeed. And you are now a Jefferson Jaguar, Charlie. Have a great week, Jaguars. Wave goodbye.